I wanted to also open the floor to any fathers around here that want to answer that question that Ms. Helen answered, and I want to hear from the dads in this crowd as well. Do you feel uncomfortable saying I love you or I'm sorry to your kids, and why do you think you feel that way?
It's time to be vulnerable. Come on, fathers. Raise your hand.
For real, basically on where we are brought up from, it is quite very hard to a dad or even a mom to say sorry to the children. Because, I don't know, we're supposed to say sorry, but this is the issue, like the way I say, the way you are raised up from. And mostly in the Tuko community, that the word sorry is really for a big offense. You know, they say hiba auto, like a sign of apology. Okay? Like, you know. But as a father and the children, and I've seen too, the same world of today, I always talk to my kids, you have to say sorry. It's quite very hard for them even to say sorry, because if you don't say sorry, then there's something wrong with you. Because by saying sorry, you feel guilty and you apologize for it. You know it is wrong, you're not going to repeat it. So I would urge all of us in this room today, like in this conference, let us learn how to say sorry. For me, I always say sorry out there. Like for being in the life of Christianity, I learned that it is not something good. If you see somebody like has been offended, I say sorry. Sometimes I say sorry on behalf of my wife. See that? Because somebody may not be able to just come say, I'm sorry on behalf of my wife because this is not supposed to happen. So that thing at least cools someone's anger and then feel adjusted and we proceed. But otherwise, that's what I'm saying. We need to learn that and then we need to improve ourselves from the situations where we used to be and let us proceed in this world. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so for many young adults, hearing those words can completely change a relationship. Sometimes we, as children, we don't need perfection. We simply just need acknowledgement. Love should be expressed verbally and not just through actions, which we also do love. Apologies create healing, and accountability builds trust between each other. Not being able to say these words indirectly teaches your kids that that behavior is okay, and these patterns can show up in your kids' future relationships, whether it be friendships and marriages or relationships with your colleagues at work. The truth is, no one wants to be with someone who can't take accountability for their actions, or a person who can't express their love for that person. And typically, the people who do stay in such relationships are only there because they've been craving it since they were a kid. And I want to make sure that it is highlighted today that you tell your kids that you love them and apologize when you have to. So I wanted to ask a question to anybody who is willing to answer. But do you think actions replace words, or do healthy families need both?
We need more clarification on the question.
Saying that actions in the way of showing your love versus verbally telling them, do you feel like you do not have to always tell them, it's only important to show it? Or do you need both?
I can answer that. My name is Jamal Romo. So the answer to that question it will be you have to do both, okay? Because just saying to someone that I love you without really without walking in or taking an action that shows them that you love them, okay? It's sometimes you cannot confirm that whether you meant what you say, okay? But if I'm going to tell you something and then I go and actually do it, okay, that speaks more than just saying it.
There's another one right here.
There's another one right there in the corner. That's good. All right.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
My name is Madison Clement, and I'm from Michigan. Welcome to this conference. Back to the question. When you ask the question, many things came to my mind. As a dad who raised like 7 kids, most of them are girls, few boys. I have like 4 boys. It's really tricky. These 2 group of kids, male and female, I don't treat them the same because girls are very, very sensitive. Every girl here can testify to that. Boys have a different way. The boys will look into my face and they will know what do I mean. It's the same thing I was raised. When I look to my dad and he's mad on me, I know what's going to happen. And my kids also the same thing, especially the boys. If I'm pleased with what they are doing, they will know from my face. The girls is another thing. They will think either 2 things. Either you're weak or you're too controlling. These are 2 things. My daughter, we just completed her PhD. I had a lot of struggle with her because she asked a lot of questions. And I'm not doing PhD. I'm just an MBA holder. Right? She was asking a lot of questions, and if I don't answer, then they think that I'm stupid. I don't understand things. Your dad is supposed to help me, as if the dad knows everything. So the most thing I want to emphasize is just that raising boys and girls is not easy. All of them have different characters. But I think I have to agree to my daughters. If I don't answer their questions in the right way, I should not feel like she is saying I'm stupid. But I say, I love you, but that's not my level. So you see that it's a kind of, you confess to them that I cannot be everything, but I'm there for you with a love. Thank you for the question.
Good evening, everybody. I agree with our brothers who just raised some, points. I'm a grapper. My name is Clement Oromoy. I live in Canada, in Ottawa. And first, I want to give thanks to people of Iowa. You guys did a great job. It's not that easy to hold this. I just want to talk about the issue about the kids. 2 boys, 1 girl. Always the boy, we do disagree. Sometimes I say do something, they don't do quick. I want to tell to all the kids, youth, sometimes we are parents, you guys see that we are the old, model. Whenever we say something, you don't take seriously. I want to give you one thing. We are not raised here. We don't grow here. We are born in back home. There are two things we carry, and we load it to the family. We raise you, we knew everything about you until you become who you are. I just leave it to the parents that we are parents, we have two things to counsel our kids. And then the kids have one lifestyle of North America. They have lifestyle of current situation or current life. But don't forget what we are telling you about home. You have a culture. You are a son of Otuko, or your mom from other tribe, from Baria or from any tribe. You carry two. When we say something back home we used to be, our dad used to be, don't ignore it. Take it. Because it's a challenge for you for two cultures. The culture of America or Canada, or the culture of what we are saying about home. This one is very useful. You don't see it now, but gradually you're gonna be feeling that, oh, my parents, if I listen, would not to be like that. But I just want to give, I always agree with my kids. I drag them, and then just 1 minute I want to finish. We are parents, we have to be united to lead the kids. If I challenge the boy or the child, mom, back up and watch. After I finish whatever good or bad, after that, you come back that dad is right. Give it what daddy said. What we are saying is not implement now. I'm telling the future. I agree that my daughter, the one always, is not easy to raise the girl. My brother will say, they are focusing, they want to do whatever they want to do. But I agree and disagree. But I have to match food step, what she's going, what she's doing. That's why soon later, the kids have to be successful. But the kids, if you are become who you are, don't feel that I want to be by my own. Parents are looking after you. I'm looking, my son is have kids. I'm still a dad taking care of their family.
Can you repeat the question one more time, please?
Yes, the question was, can actions replace words, or do healthy family need both? And what do you think? Like, why?
First of all, I will greet you all in Orugo and then in English. I'm going to go Ito Orugo, and I'm from Miami, Florida. So for those who don't speak Orugo, my name is Ito Orugo, and I came from Miami, Florida. To answer your question, I think it depends, and I think it's more the understanding of what we say in English, the love language of the two. You would have to understand how the participant receives the information and how you feel comfortable also to express yourself, because I don't believe that one should force themselves to act a certain way when it's not a comfortable space for them to do that. So it could be both, but I think it depends on the situation and also to whom you're speaking to and how that person is receptive to the information that you're giving to them.
My name is Ihiri Lillian, and I come from Portland, Maine. So I'll just go straight away to your question because many people already answered. To me, whether somebody expressed it by words or by action depends on how our family structure is considered in our culture as Odumo people. In Odumo people, usually the man is the head of the house. When he says the first word, when he says it should be like this, it should be like that. the rest will just follow. That's why it's difficult for a man to always express it by words. They can express it by action. Say, I'm the breadwinner, I have to go to work, bring food to make sure the family eat well, my children go to school, and all that, but cannot say it out, okay? That's why it's difficult for some people to really express it by word, but they do it by action. If we could consider saying, let's look at the family as a family, whether being a mother, a father, we should look at them as the same level, okay? What comes from the mom is the same like what comes from the dad, so that the children will take it as like the words coming from our parents, the actions coming from our parents are all the same. They should not group it like, when my dad says no, you should all listen. When my mom says no, my mom can be like, sometimes she will forgive me for something or pardon me. So that's what's very important, to look at our family structure as the two pillars in the house, the father and mother. Really so important, so that the children will emulate what the two people are doing in the family. So thank you.
Thank you, that was good. One more.
Hello everyone. I'm happy to see everyone here today. Yeah, and I would like to say thank you for bringing that topic. It really touched my heart. Whatever you are talking about, the questions that you are bringing, this is what is really happening in our community. And in this country, to raise kids, this is the big challenge for us. Why? Because the way how we are brought up back home is completely different from here. Like we are the one who shape the personality of our kids. But the way how I'm raised home, I cannot adapt that to my kids here. It's very, very difficult. So it takes us years to get adjusted to the way how they raise the kids here. And if I go to the word that you say about love, love has a lot of definition. Like back home, if I say I love you, especially if I say for a man, that means maybe I'm going to marry that person. But here, it's just like the word I love you, it's just like hi, 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 you know? But ours is different there, you know? And then the other thing about saying sorry, this is very difficult for our men especially, to say sorry to them. They don't listen even to their stories. Sometimes they stop the child, and then the child stores everything in her heart. And then she will not be able to say anything. If she said it to me, I will try to say it to the dad in a good way. But sometimes I will face also a lot of challenges there. Sometimes it will turn that, oh, you are standing with your kids. But this is not the way. Sometimes I will say, let us change the way how we have been raised, so that we will be able to raise our kids the way that they raise them in this country, in diaspora. Because it's not easy. You try, if things are not going well, you can try another way and see if you will succeed in another way. But no, we will insist because we want to bring them up the way how we are brought. And this makes things very, very difficult for us. I'm really very happy to continue with this topic, but I know we are not going to be able to finish with that. Maybe next time, yeah, you can bring the topic again. We will be discussing about that thing.
Hello everyone. First, I'll introduce myself. So, my name is Oscar, son of Grace over there, she just spoke, and also Tito. So this is a tough question, but I'll do my best to respond. I know as far as the question itself, is it better to hear "I love you" or see it in action? As Yaman said earlier, it's good to hear both, but it's good to also give grace to the people on the other side. So give them time. Some people, it might take them time. So I didn't hear, for instance, my dad say "I love you" to someone until my wife got into the picture. But my dad, I know he expressed it in different ways. So one of the ways is he shows up to things. When I was younger, for instance, he encouraged me to pursue a lot of things like sports. For instance, I played basketball. He encouraged me to pursue it. I played for a while. He didn't show up to a lot of my games. But eventually, when I went to college and played, there was one trip I came back to Buffalo for a game, and both him and my parents, or my mom, showed up. So that to me was a good expression, because I really enjoyed the game of basketball, and for them to show up in that way, it meant a lot. With my mom, she was more open to saying "I love you." To me and my wife, I think once she was introduced, I heard it a lot more. But it's okay. My mom shows it in a lot of ways as well. So when it comes to basketball, for instance, when I started playing, she would buy some Gatorade for me before games and stuff like that. So you do it in a lot of different ways. So actions and both saying it are a good way to go about it. People express it in different ways. Give them grace to be able to show it.
All right, that's it.
I did want to answer to him because I do agree. I think us as young adults should also really give grace to our parents, because we do need to understand that they do come from a whole different background, the way that they grew up, and it's very, very different than America and how we're raised. And I do also want to address my auntie here when she was saying that the husband's supposed to go out and work, and that's how they show that they truly love and want to support the family, which I definitely agree. But in my own experience growing up, I had my dad in my life when I was young, but once I hit a certain age, like 7, he started working 24/7. I honestly haven't seen him most of my childhood and growing up to be a high school, teenager and things, and I felt like that kind of made a gap between us, just because I really did want that quality time, even though I knew that he was out there providing for the family. So I do think it is important, in order for him to also say "I love you," at least let me know, because he's not there to actually show through actions that I can see, even though it is financially that he's showing those actions. And I feel like there's probably some other people who actually go through the same thing as well. But yeah, I want my mom also to say something, because I know that she wants to say something.
They say the time is running out.
I know.
So give me just one little tiny thing. So, we as South Sudanese parents, we love our children very, very much, but we don't tell them, and we don't show it. And the way we show our children, we go to the store and buy him what he likes. Whether clothes, whether ice cream, whether wherever, instead of saying thank you, it should be done. But no, you gotta go buy the thing that the child even will not know that that's the way you show it that you love them. Is it I'm telling you the truth or wrong?
Right.
Yes, that's the way we show our love. So let me give the mic to the MC.
You guys, before they leave, I passed out a QR code in every table. So this is how we're gonna show our support to these duo. Take a picture of the QR code and subscribe to their YouTube channel. If we don't start supporting them here, who's gonna support them? Okay, so everybody pass that QR code around, take a picture of it. It takes you right to the YouTube channel and subscribe, okay? And then later on, when they get popular, they can give us some of that money, okay? Thank you so much. Let's give it up for Grace and Auntie Julia.